everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets and I am Amanda. Today I am here to go over my week 4 budget recap and for the month of August 2021. So I do have my tablet here with all of my numbers listed, so I will be looking down at that, and I will also have all of the information projected up on the screen so that you can follow along with me. But first, I would like to say welcome to those who are new to my channel and welcome back to those who are old, who have been here with me for a while. On this channel, I talk about budgets, finances, how to save money, how to spend money, a little bit of investment, but mainly how to pay down debt. And as it relates to debt, I am in the process of paying down my mortgage. I only have 2 debts left, and they are my mortgage and my student loans. And with student loans being in the forbearance process or period until January 31st, I am not focused on that. However, I am still putting away that money that I am supposed to be making monthly payments with into my bills savings account. Monthly, I pay about $400 on my student loans when they were in repayment. So therefore, I am putting that money aside in my bills savings account. So with that information out of the way, let's dive right into this week 4 budget recap for the month of August. Now, as it relates to my budget and how I typically do my budget projections and my budget recaps, I typically do a budget projection every single Friday that I get paid. That budget projection talks through what I plan to do with my money for that upcoming week. Thus, the title, Budget Projection. Now, a budget recap is an explanation of what I actually did and if I stuck to that budget projection allocation of the funds. So let's dive right in. We're going to go back and look at my week 4 budget projection to see if there was anything that I had to change or that I didn't particularly follow for that budget projection. Now, as I look back through my budget projection sheet, I am actually going to pop this one up on the screen really quick, and you're going to see tons of highlighted, strike throughs on this sheet, because as I got down through to my calculations, there were some numbers that were incorrectly calculated. So everywhere you see a green line underneath that number, that is the corrected number. Okay? So let's hop right down to where you see the first corrected number. What happened is the actual tally of my total amount for the week was incorrect. So let's go back up to the total line. It should have been $1,384.29, which you see that I have written in there. So with that being said, if we go down to the next line, we're subtracting the $1,228 that I typically leave in the account each month, each week, from that $1,384.29. So that new number now becomes $156.29. That's the first number you see with the green line underneath. So that's what the new number should be, $156.29, which I need to pull out of the bill savings account right here on paper. So now let's go on through. Let's skip down to the line below the PA line, that line with the pink circle. And you will see that I had to change to the $156.29. So basically we are subtracting the put away monies from the amounts that I need to pull out. So that $201.70 subtracting the $156.29 leaves me with a total of $45.41. That's the next number you see with that green line underneath. Okay, let's go down to the line below that. So since the 45.41 is our new number, we're going to have to do some modifications to that next to the last line. So now that becomes $95 plus the 45.41, which is the new number, minus the $85. So that leaves us with $55.41. So that actually was the number or the dollar amount that I ended up having to put away in my bill savings account for the projection. So I just wanted to go through that real quick to just let you know. But other than that, everything else on the sheet as it relates to paying on the expenses and the bills and debts and all of that took place. And just keep in mind here on this this projection that we did have a debt or extra money amount that we had to pay toward our mortgage of $536, which I did do. So now, let's hop over to our week 4 budget recap sheet. You should see that popping up on your screen right now. All right, let's go through these items. My budget recap videos actually goes from, or my budget recap time frame goes from the previous Friday, which is a payday, up until the following Thursday, which is today. So basically, this one is going to go from August 27th, 2021 through September the 2nd, 2021. All budget projections go from the previous Friday payday up until the Thursday before the next payday. All right, let's dive right into these items. First one was a stir-fried dinner. I typically don't cook on Fridays. For those that are old, you know that. But for those that are new, I typically don't. There are times when I will, but most Fridays I don't cook, so we go out. So we did stir-fry. We went out to a restaurant, sat down, and had stir-fry for $58.30. That money came out of the bills checking account. I typically leave a little cushion of money in there every week. It adds up if I don't use it. So also you see here that I have bills checking account / rental income. Now let me tell you what happened. Basically, I do have a rental property and I do get rent from that account. So I decided to keep $150 of the rent in my bills checking account the week that I took my daughter back to college. I wanted to have a little bit more money in that account just in case I needed to use it. However, I did not use all that money and I did not move the remainder of the monies back into my rental account. So basically, I just kind of treated that money as a income to myself because typically I do not pay myself out of the rental income because I really don't need to use that money. But I decided this time it was purely out of choice. Did not have to leave the money in the account, but I did. So as you can see on the screen, all of the items are going to be notated bills checking account / rental income. And that is what the RI mean. So that's what happened with all of these items this week. Just to go on and get that out of the way. Now, the second item was an Apple iCloud storage for $1.99. One of the cell phones that's on my account has additional storage, so that's $1.99 a month. Next, guys, there was a parking fee. I got to tell you about this. When we went to the stir-fry place to actually have dinner, there's always paid parking. I'm aware of that. We typically pay somewhere between $2 and $7. Fine, I know that. This time when we came out, it was right at 2 hours. And 2 hours is normally about $7. Once I put the ticket in there, $25 popped up on the screen. And I was like, what in the world? But what I have noticed is on game days, baseball game days, they utilize that parking garage as parking for the baseball game. So there was a game going on at that time, and that's what happened. So that did not used to be the case for that parking garage, but now it is. So now I am aware of that. So I will know that if there's a game going on in the city, I do not need to park there. But yeah, that was a $25 fee for us to eat out for 2 hours. Yes, I was not pleased with that. All right, the next item is I did get my SUV washed for $15 this past week. I have a CVS plan, and I need to kind of look into this. It was $5 to see what kind of their discounts for prescriptions and items that you buy in the store. But I signed up for this feature because they gave me an unbelievable discount on, I think it was like 50% off of one of my prescriptions, or one of a family member's prescription. So that's what happened there. Next was McDonald's breakfast for $15.21. There were only two of us eating, guys. This was actually yesterday when I took one of my children to a doctor's appointment. Hey, we had to sit in traffic. I was like, you know what? Let's swing into McDonald's so that we can get our breakfast. That way, you know, we can eat while we wait in this traffic. So, yeah, $15.21 for breakfast items, guys, like literally some biscuits and eggs and cheese and a hash brown and some orange juice. Like, really? McDonald's? Anyway, everything is just, well, not everything. A lot of items are really increasing. This is crazy. But that was that. Yep, we went to McDonald's for $15.21. And that is it. Those are the items that I had for this past week. Now, last thing you see listed there is my mortgage payment recap. So, we're going to mosey along to the mortgage sheet. So what I need to do is go back through the recap because I did a video on how I was going to do my mortgage a little bit differently this week. So, let me pop that sheet back up on the screen. All right, so what really took place here was the first 5 out of the 7 items. So basically, the first item was to, right now I could save for the September monthly September payment of $268. So that item did take place. Then I did have the extra monies that was gifted to me for $850 for my mortgage check. I did pay that toward the mortgage. And I said I could use that money to pay the actual September monthly payment now. Check, I did do that. So basically, with me pulling out that $268 and having the $850, if you add those two numbers together, that was $1118. So that was true. So that's a check item there. And the last thing that I did was I took that $1,118, applied it totally to my mortgage by paying the monthly payment, and the leftover of $314.63 went toward the principal. So those are the 5 items that I was able to check off. The last 2 items we will see in my upcoming next 2 weeks on my budget projection and recap videos. So let's move on to the goodies, which is my amortization schedule. We're going to pop that up on the screen right now. And I am going to actually show you where we left off at first. So you should see a screenshot on your screen for $91,892.66. Now remember, I made a payment of $1,118 toward my monthly payment and the principal payment. And I also made that $536 payment that, you know, I typically make on week 4 toward the principal only. So yeah, they got like $1,600, almost $1,700 worth of money out of me this past week for my mortgage. So with that being said, the new balance, let's put that one up on the screen. The new balance is $90,823.22. That's the new balance. And up on your screen, you should see where I've highlighted down to the $90,994.04 on the amortization schedule. So if you recall the sheet I just showed you, we were down to highlighting up to line 56. Now with this new sheet, we've highlighted down to line 61. So actually all of those payments took off 5 months off of my mortgage. So there you have it. I was able to take off 5 more months off of my mortgage by making a payment of, right, it was about $16.80, something like that. But just remember that half of that goes to the monthly payment, which is $803.37. But yeah, by making those extra principal payments, I was able to go from $91,892.66 down to $90,823.22. So basically that took off 5 months of my mortgage payment dates, and also brought my balance down by what? A little bit over $1,000. Okay? All of that happened in 1 week. That's why I say, guys, you got to stay focused when you're paying down debts. Use any little monies that you're gifted, extra monies that you have, throw toward that principal. It will definitely make a difference. So that's all I have for this video, guys. Please like this video. Subscribe to my channel. Share this information with those that may be interested in looking for techniques and ways and motivation and inspiration on how to pay down their debt. So this is Dr. Mommy Budgets, where we dream big but start small around here. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.